Okay, everyone's pretty much settled.
Yep. Everyone is settled.
Everyone's ready.
Mm-hmm. Everyone's ready.
All right, this is the Bed Friends podcast, episode 10.
10.
Episode 10.
10.
3, 2, 1.
Heartbreak special.
Are you going to make a jingle?
Oh, that was it.
Oh,
But of course, yes, of course, there will be a
Fantastic
song
jingle.
to commemorate my heartbreak.
I love that for you.
Yeah. Love whipping up a little tune.
Stay positive.
A little ditty. Yeah, I always do. Won't catch me slipping.
Never.
Absolutely never.
So what's been going on? What's new?
Since, I feel like I've seen you the last 3 days. We had our hot dog glizzy party.
For the listener, we ate hot dogs.
Oh, did that sound weird?
The Basement Yard podcast, they call it dog sucking season.
Oh.
I don't care for that at all.
Like spring, summer, dog sucking season.
Are we over talking about my divorce? I see we've moved on to
No.
sucking season. I just wanted a moment.
No, go for it.
I actually have nothing to say.
Okay.
I thought I would have some. First of all, okay, I specifically asked to record today because I thought I'd be really sad. Also, I got the dates wrong. It was yesterday, not today. Which I guess is growth.
Yeah.
She don't care.
She forgot.
She forgot.
Forgot that you existed.
That's the least I could do. Yeah, I don't know. I think I felt fine.
Good.
Yep.
So I understand 1 year ago today, something very significant happened to you, Laura.
Very.
Like
it was troubling.
Troubling. Maybe past that, like traumatic, like
One could say.
life-defining change.
Could also be described as the worst day of my life.
The worst day of your life.
Blindsided. Bam.
Do you want to like set the scene for the listener?
Do I ever?
Do you want to explain?
This little mama goes home. All of a sudden, her papa, the original.
He's not the original Papa.
No, he could. No, sorry,
He could never.
No. I've yet to say a negative word on this podcast about him. I've said negative words about other people. Yeah, just he said I don't want to do this anymore. I said, oh, news to me. And yeah, I was very surprised. And I was like, how will I live? How will I go on? And then about a day later, I was like, I think I'm going to be okay. Which in hindsight, like obviously I was still traumatized. I was in shock for a long time, but I don't know. I was like, I'm going to get a tiny home. And then I started getting excited about starting over. And here I am. And this last year was so fun. There was times
fun.
it was not, but for the most part, it's been fun.
Yeah, I've been having a great time.
Yeah. I don't know what I would have done if I wasn't living here. I think I would have been a lot sadder.
I think so too. You're welcome.
Yes. Thank you. No. Did I cry last night and tell you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought so. I'll say it again. Thank you very much for taking me in and making my life worth living. No, I'm kidding. I probably
It's fun.
Yeah. You guys have any comments, concerns?
Oh, I was going to say that it's been my dream for a long time to have like a friend compound. So I feel like this is the starting of a friend compound. So
I don't know why everyone doesn't do this.
I know.
But also, I feel like there's very few friends who I could live this close to. It's a delicate balance.
Do you think?
Do I what?
I was just saying, like,
So I thought you were gonna say more, then you just drifted off to nothing.
no, I mean, like,
Do you think?
do you think,
Sometimes.
sometimes I dabble. Like, do you think it's a delicate balance? Like, for us?
Well, I mean, in my life, I've had, and I know this question wasn't pointed at me because you were looking away from me, but in my life, I've had like very good friends that I've become roommates with, and then we would just like hate each other, not talk. Just
I think
like,
that's also like that's super close.
that is a very different situation. I think here there's enough separation that like if we don't want to interact, we don't.
But also, I think we're all good at like doing our own thing.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like, there's like, not that I can think of anyone specific, but I'm sure there's friends who would want to be over like every day.
right.
And that would probably be too much.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, there's days that I don't see you,
I know.
like multiple days.
It's sad.
Yeah, do you hate us or something? What's going on? Why don't you see us every
here
day?
Every day. The aforementioned glizzy party.
Dog
Yesterday.
sucking. But you have some secrets, though.
What the heck does that mean?
Did you go on a date last week and I didn't even know because I didn't check your location?
Did I tell you this, or did Nikki narc on me?
You narked on yourself.
Narked on yourself.
Damn it.
But only you wouldn't tell you.
Good for me.
You stuck to your guns.
I've been holding this secret, and I didn't tell you where I went.
No,
I was absolutely dying.
this was
This was last Friday. The whole time
Last
I'm there,
Friday, okay.
I'm waiting for you to message me.
I
being
think
like, why are you there?
I think I was in my puzzle coma. I was like finishing
Did
my
you finish
puzzle.
that?
Yeah, I finally finished it. But like there was like 2 or 3 nights in a row where I was like for like 4 or 5 hours straight. I didn't do or think or say anything except for the puzzle.
That sounds nice.
It was nice. So it was probably that night.
Well, I went on a date at a cemetery. And I was like, every time I'm not home at night, you look at my location to make sure I'm not dead.
Of course.
I was like,
Who doesn't?
she's going to look at my location and see I'm in the middle of a cemetery.
Are you dating like a groundskeeper? Could you not get off work?
Why were you in a cemetery?
Did you do
This
any
one's
like
dead. I think we were like talking about like funny places to go on dates. And I made a joke about like a cemetery, and he's like, let's do that. And I was like, all right, I'll do anything for a story. And he lives an hour away. So I was looking at like spooky places in between. And there's this one town, I forget what it was called. And they have ghost tours and stuff. They didn't have anything going on that night, but I was like, well, the cemeteries around there are probably pretty good. And so I drive out there. I turn onto a laneway, if you will. I just learned that term. And it's like a completely dirt laneway. I drive all the way to the end. This cemetery, I think all the graves said something about like the 1800s. It was only one family. It was so small. I cannot even tell you how small this thing was. It had a couple of big tombstones and then little itty bitty like chiclet looking ones. And I was like, I've made a grave error. You like that joke? I just thought of that. And I was like, well, he's already on his way here. I'm not picking a second cemetery.
this cemetery is a dead spot.
And but he showed up, and it was a really weird. It was also, I was like, this is a recipe for murder.
You think?
I told 2 people where I would be.
Yeah, not us though.
No.
Come on.
Okay. So you told 2 people where you were going to be, but where you were going to be is in the middle of bumfuck nowhere. So how were they supposed to help you when he murdered you and buried you in the cemetery?
This would be like a post-murder situation of like getting him. I'd be dead. But
So they knew his name, his last name, his social insurance
Of
number,
course.
his license plate.
of course.
They knew all of that.
Yes.
His workplace, his home address.
Why do they need that?
How do you think they're going to catch him?
He's on Spotify. He's verified or something. I think there's a check mark. Is that a thing on Spotify?
I don't know.
Anyways, I'm here.
Oh my God.
So he comes from the opposite way, and there's like blocks, so you can't keep driving. But so he tells me on his side of the blocks, there's an actual cemetery. And so we went inside in that one.
Oh, you just found the wrong cemetery?
No, I found the right one, but like there happened to just be another one right there. Told you it's a spooky town, spooky place.
This is insane.
Was it at least like funny, or did you realize how nuts it was to meet at a cemetery?
Both.
Is the guy creepy? Like
No.
a goth?
I've
Sorry, not to say the goths are creepy.
yeah,
Like, was
you better
he-
watch your step. I think he used to be goth,
Oh,
but not anymore.
I don't even have any words to say. Like I can't even contribute to this conversation because I can't believe that you did that.
like what'd you do on the date? Did you get those engravings, or like, you know how you can take paper and like I think it's charcoal, and you put the rubbing? No, don't answer
There was
that.
no rubbing on this first
Like, what
date.
did you think they were just collecting gravestone?
I don't. Why else would you go to a cemetery? Like,
I
did you
thought
do
we were
those?
gonna walk, but there was no path.
Like, did you do this at night? Like, it was dark?
We met at sunset.
Oh my goodness!
Oh my God. I'm stressed.
It's like going to a park.
With dead people.
With a person you don't know. Who cares about the dead people?
I don't want to get yelled at on my special episode.
Well, you're gonna.
And now I'm not going to tell you anything.
Well, this is why I check your location all the time, because you do crazy shit
It's like a park.
with nobody else in it.
There was like, I saw some people.
You saw people.
Yeah, there's people walking a dog.
Were there any
I
people?
won't do it again.
Oh, did you go on a second date? Did you go to like a crematorium,
Yeah,
That's
what are you going to do
enough.
for your second date? A haunted
Listen.
hospital?
Listen.
a funeral home?
I bear it all for this podcast. I put it all out there. And what do I get? Chastised.
Exactly. Is your second date today?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Where are you going?
I'm not saying any more information.
You have to.
From the second that you leave the house, I'm going to be looking at your location on my phone.
Do you have my location?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because my license photo, for some reason, is the photo you chose for me.
Yeah.
Well, in the group chat, you posted the photo of your new license, and I'm like, this is the face of someone who's going to kill me one day.
Yeah, didn't you say I looked like a Russian killer?
Yeah.
I took that as a compliment.
I would.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are you doing today?
I'll tell you offline.
Why?
I don't want to get yelled at anymore.
Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Stop saying Taylor Swift quotes to me when I'm in trouble.
You're not going to say anything else more about him?
About him?
About him or about your date or anything?
Oh, what do you want to know?
What don't I
We
want to
went
know?
to Tim Hortons after. That's good, right? Yeah, I forgot. That's good.
I guess.
Public.
Better. What don't I want to know? Like, I want to know everything all the time.
Yeah.
Give me all the information.
Well, he listens to this, so I don't want to. I'm getting us so many listeners.
It's one way to market the pod.
Yeah.
For the record, I have one ex that follows us on TikTok, apparently.
I heard about this.
What?
Yeah.
What?
So I don't know if he listens or not, but he follows the TikTok account.
Well, if he
Let us know, sir.
Let us
puts in the
know.
Can
effort,
you hear us?
if he puts in the effort to follow on TikTok, the least he could do is throw us a play.
The least he could do.
He could just be here for the clips.
Yeah.
I've never once in my life listened to Basement Yard, but I'm all up in those clips.
Because they're hilarious.
Yeah. But I've never just thought to put on an episode.
You should. They're
I
great.
should.
Okay, so you're not going to tell us any more then.
No. Let's talk about you going to the laundromat.
No, before that, I want to talk about, because we were talking about my puzzle before. I want to talk about my puzzle.
Please tell me about your puzzle.
So I got this puzzle from Goodwill. It's full of cats. It was 1,000 pieces, which I feel like is a lot. I'm not a big puzzler. I just like dabble in them. So maybe big puzzlers are going to be like, huh, that's nothing.
Big puzzles coming for your throat.
Yeah, like
say.
yeah, like maybe
It took up like the whole kitchen table. That was
like it's big. And yeah, 1,000 pieces, that was a lot of pieces. It was, and also I was like, this is a deceased old lady's puzzle, so
I probably saw her last Friday.
like, I don't know if all the pieces are in there, but I guess we'll find out. So obviously the first thing I do is the border because I'm not a heathen. So working on the border, but I can't find all the pieces. So I give up on the border and I move on. And then Richard comes over and he's like, you can't do the puzzle until the border is done.
Shocking.
I'm like, yeah, but I can't find all the pieces, so I'm just gonna keep going and then find them as I go. And he's like, you can't do that. So I guess I am a bit of a heathen then, because I was like, well, that's what I'm gonna do. So then he started looking for the border pieces and found a bunch more, but he could not find one border piece. And he pretty much went through every single piece, like one at a time, because he's a little crazy.
What I did was I took, so all the pieces were spread out on the table. So I took the box and one by one, I took every piece off the table, looked at it, and then discarded it when it wasn't a border piece. Every single one. Could not find it. Then I, one by one, individually took out every piece from the box, looked at it again, looked for an edge, and then placed it back on the table. Could not find it.
I was like, whatever. I'm just going to ignore that piece. Maybe it's missing. Maybe it was never in the box to begin with. And we're just going to keep going. So I swear I've been working on this puzzle for like 3 weeks. It took so long. And it was a really hard puzzle. There was a lot in the puzzle. And I think this was a few weeks ago. I was working on it and one of the cats kept jumping on the table and knocking pieces off the table. And he had never really done that yet. And it had been on the table for a while. So every time I went to pick up a piece, it was a piece that I needed. And I was like, that's
Spooky.
really weird. And it happened
Which cat?
Norris. And it happened like 3 times. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? So naturally, I thought it was my grandma, who died a few years ago. We were very close. And I was like, and I feel like she's always around. And so I was like, Noreen, are you helping me with this puzzle right now? And Richard heard me and he was like, well, if she's helping you, see if she can find that that edge piece that I can't find.
Put her to work.
Yeah. So he comes over. He literally looks at the puzzle pieces for 2 seconds and finds the edge piece that he's been looking for
That is
weeks.
crazy.
And I was like, oh my God. So yeah, I did a puzzle with my dead grandma. It was lovely. Bonding time. Yeah, it was nice. The puzzle's done now. All the pieces were there. There wasn't one piece missing. I'm going to glue it together.
I was going to say, what happens now?
So when we were out east with my cousins, like my cousin's wife's a big puzzler and she was working on a puzzle while we were there and we were helping her work on this puzzle and we finished it and then she just threw it back in the box.
That's crazy.
And I was
like, I understand why you would do that, but still, like,
In fairness, she did write down like everyone's name that contributed and then the date that it was completed. So there is like a bit of a record.
Where?
But yeah,
On the box.
like inside the box.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then just threw back in the box. And I was like, we just worked so hard on that. And I'm like, I can't. So I'm going to glue it together and hang it. But also it's like a really beautiful puzzle with a million cats on it. So, and I've done it before with another cat puzzle. And I glued it together and hung it on the wall. Because I'm like, that's a lot of work.
Yeah. I really want to do those. I don't know what they're called, but you basically put a room together.
Oh, I've
Those,
been
like,
buying
tiny
those
little-
for my mom.
She likes them?
Like
She's
a 3D
like a
puzzle.
big,
Yeah. Or like you can do
no,
like
it's not a puzzle though. It's just like she's a big Lego, loves Legos.
Really?
Yeah, loves Legos. So then I bought her a Lego set. I think it was for Christmas. I bought her a Lego set, but then I also they have them at Winners,
Maybe I'll get one.
and they're just like one is like a reading nook, and then I
Yeah.
think another one I got her was it's like a garden shed or something, and she really likes them.
I feel like it's like puzzle adjacent.
Yeah. You're putting something together, following instructions, building.
When I was a kid, I remember my brother at one point getting into 3D puzzles where the pieces are foam.
Oh, I
They've
did
got
one of those one time.
Width, and then you can like make big things. I feel like that craze came and went pretty quick. Like that was just a fad.
Bring it back.
Real puzzlers don't care for 3D foam
3D
puzzles.
No.
Fake puzzles.
Fake
Yeah,
puzzles.
it's inauthentic.
Yeah. So I did go to the laundromat. I'll talk about the laundromat
My haven.
now. So Laura goes to laundromat. So I was like, give me the lowdown. Like, give me the LD on the laundromat in town. I gotta wash some gross stuff that I don't want to put in my washing machine.
So she puts it in my washing machine, technically.
And so she was like, yeah, you just go with like $4 or something. I was like, perfect, great. Count the change in my car. I got like $6 in there. I'm like, I'm golden. Load all this stuff in the car, drive over to the laundromat, walk in. The tiniest washing machine I've ever seen in my life is $4. The big washing machine is $9.
Oh, yeah. That's the big boy.
$9.
That's like industrial, though. That's crazy. I've done that one once.
So I have to split up my wash into 3 loads. I don't have enough money for 3 loads. Also, there's no laundry soap. I had to bring my own laundry soap.
Yeah.
Laura didn't tell me I had to bring my own laundry
I
soap.
thought that was common sense.
I've never been to a laundromat before.
Well, sorry that
So-
you are just so privileged.
So I had to buy soap out of my like $6 of change that I had. So now I'm down to like exactly $4 pretty much. So I bought soap. I put 1 load in with the soap, with some soap. I think that I was supposed to put the whole box of soap in for 1 load. And I was like, absolutely not. I will split this up into 3 loads. So I put it in, went to the grocery store, and then had to go to the bank to get $20 out to go back to the laundromat. And then I had $20 in change so I could do the other loads. And then I threw everything in the dryer. And then the dryer was like 25 cents. I was like, oh my God, what a steal. It's like 25 cents for like 5 minutes. I didn't even realize that.
You're like, it was only 25 cents. I was like, ugh.
So I went
hate to
back,
break it to you. That stuff's wet.
went back, wasn't dry. So I had to put more money in and sit in the car for like 20 minutes and wait for it to dry enough that I'm just going to throw it in my car. Because I was like, I don't care if it's fully dry or not. Just get me out of here. Just get me out of this hell.
And you do this like a lot, Laura.
Yeah, like once a week.
Once a week.
That's
It was
crazy.
very scary last Sunday. There was just like all these men. There was just like 10 creepy men in there.
Ew.
Yeah. I had to like bend over because I had to use a dryer at the bottom and I was very aware that my butt was out. Not out.
Yeah.
Like I don't do my laundry naked.
Well, I guess it's time for laundry. I got nothing else to wear. Let's go to the laundromat.
Absolutely nothing.
Yeah, I hated it. I did not like it at all. I won't be going back. 0 out of 10. Will not be returning. Great business model, though. Like, you could make a good amount of money running a laundromat. Like,
Well, they sell more than just laundry services.
They sell ice.
They do sell ice. It is
What's the ice called?
good ice. I don't know what it's called, but it's
Something
premium ice.
fancy. It's not just ice. It's like got something.
okay, I don't think it's the ice that they're making money off of. It's like $4 a load. $4 a load.
You want to buy a laundromat?
Kind of.
I often think about that. I'm like, how it would be like a nice laundromat. You'd put
I would
like reading
supply
nooks.
soap.
How are you gonna make your money?
Soap is not cheap or not expensive. Yeah, if you ever want to,
We're gonna put these poor people out of business.
be a billionaire, run a laundromat.
I don't think they're billionaires. They all have other jobs. I'm pretty sure. I see the one owner.
Oh yeah, the one girl works at LCBO.
Yeah.
One of our neighbors has a robot lawnmower.
I saw that the other day and I couldn't understand what I was looking at for a second.
It's not doing a great job.
Okay, I was going to ask about that because I was wondering if it does good clean lines or if it's just kind of all over the place.
Well, it's doing clean lines, like it's going back and forth.
Where is
How
this?
often-
I've never seen it.
How often are you looking at this?
I've seen that lawnmower guy out a lot because I think he's falling behind. My thought is that he's undersized for the size of the lawn. So we live out. No, truly, like we live out in the country, so there's some people with some like pretty big
It's a crazy lawn.
front yards, side yards, a lot of grass, and like this guy is not keeping up because I don't think he can do the whole thing in one charge. And then
The grass is just growing back as he's over on the other side. He's like going from one side to another. He can't keep up.
pretty much. I think
You feel bad for this guy? You feel bad for this guy?
Yeah, he's struggling. He's trying.
What? Where is this?
So it's closer to the big city after the bend. He's on the right hand side.
It's
Not,
just
like,
before like
immediately
that
after.
weird two bodies of water on either side of the road.
They're near some ponds.
Okay. I've never seen this man.
He's yellow and black.
Okay.
Yeah. I think he's got like a light.
Oh.
Something drew my attention.
And just moves on his own. And I think he
So
mowed,
he's like a Roomba, but for grass?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
it's a lawnba.
Was that a joke or is that what that's called?
No, it's a joke.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, I don't know what the term for that is. Because I've seen a lot more lawn robots. I should look into this because I've seen that guy with a lawn mower, and then on another road, also kind of nearby. And the most exciting of the 3 lawn mowers was a guy. He was mowing an underpass, like it's a railroad track above, and then vehicles go under. I know you know what an underpass is. I'm sorry, I just explained it.
Did you
the
just mansplain an underpass?
I'm so sorry. The side slopes of the grass are like pretty steep, so you can't run like a mower, like a push mower or like a riding mower. You can't do it. So I've seen guys
So
with
they
like
send the lawn
whippersnippers.
butt?
There was a guy. No, this is a guy. He had a radio controlled one. Like he was walking along with it, controlling the robot lawnmower, and it was like a big boy too.
Wow.
I thought it was cool.
So it was like an RC car, but a lawnba?
Yeah,
You're
it was
losing
a big
me a
boy.
bit here.
You could probably ride it. Like,
Like a skateboard?
well, maybe a small child could be placed on it, and it could
Go down
Yeah.
the tracks
That would probably be very unsafe. Don't
small,
do that.
Yes, place a small child
on
on
a thing with a blade.
a thing with a giant blade that is remote controlled.
down the train tracks.
I'm just happy that technology is making someone's life easier. Although I am sorry to the robot. It's the Sisyphus.
That's what I was thinking.
The who?
That robot down the road is Sisyphus. He's
Who?
facing a Sisyphean task.
Who's Sisyphus?
The guy who's like damned to always push a rock up a mountain and then it rolls back down and it's a never-ending loop. It's a mythology thing.
Oh. So him
Morbid
cutting the
time.
grass is like pushing a rock up a hill because he's never going to get it done.
He's
'Cause
never
just
gonna
a
get
little
it done.
guy.
That robot guy is just going constantly in a loop.
Oh, poor man.
Should we go save him? A heist. Another heist.
I should just go and steal someone's lawn robot.
Nighttime job.
Yeah, put him out of his misery.
Nighttime job.
Well,
That's my second date, actually.
You're
what
gonna
you're
go
doing?
liberate a robot.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Robot liberation.
Lamba heist.
We got to get on the good side of them.
I know.
Yeah, I don't want
yeah.
that thing cutting me up.
Or when they take over the world,
Well,
they're going to be like, "Hey, he's going to morph. He's going to morp.
Morbid time.
He's going to morp into a giant man with blades for hands."
Ooh.
With all of his friends, and then they're gonna come and like try to like murder everybody on this road, but then they're gonna get here, and then he's gonna look at Laura, and he's gonna look her in the eye, and their eyes are gonna meet, and then he's gonna go,
oh, that's kind of romantic.
"No, it's not romantic.
It sounded kind of
It's
romantic.
not romantic. It's just like he's gonna be ready to murder us all, and then he's gonna catch her eye, and then he's gonna be like, that woman saved me, and then he's gonna move on, and he's gonna leave us.
He's
Hopefully,
going to leave all of us.
Yeah, by association, we're good.
Well, I thought I was going to be okay because sometimes I'm very polite to my AI.
I'm always I say please and thank you all the
Please
time.
and
You're
thank you
supposed to
to
not
see-
say that to AI. Did you hear that?
What?
It's like okay, first, I don't really understand what they're saying to me with like in terms of AI and global warming and it like destroying the world. I'm like, I'm typing in little words to nothing and I'm ruining the world. I don't understand. But anyways, they said stop saying please and thank you because it's making it work more and it's just not necessary. It was like this whole thing. And then
Chat GPT is not necessary. You're going to tell me my please and thank you to the Chat GPT is not necessary?
that's what they said.
Oh my God.
And then people are like, well, we stopped saying please and thank you to the robots. We're going to stop saying please and thank you to the real people. Chaos. That's all I know.
Do you know what I don't understand? Microplastics.
Okay.
First of all, what are they?
They're very,
Very
very,
small
small pieces of plastic.
And they're
But why
messing
are they?
everything up.
For what? Where are they coming from? What
From
is the
big-
What
from
is
big
the
plastic, they get broken down and they become very, very small pieces.
But why am I eating them?
Because they're so,
they're so
small,
small.
they're going everywhere.
But how? Is the wind blowing them around?
It's in like water.
Why is it in the water?
I don't know
Because-
why I said that like I knew. I made that up, but it sounds right.
Yeah, it is.
Oh.
They're in the waters. They're in humans. We have microplastics
Why is this happening?
because
Plastic.
humans are terrible, never think about the environmental consequences of actions, and it makes a lot of money for shareholders. So we made plastics. They degrade over time or they get destroyed. And they're so pervasive that they go everywhere.
Like, I'm just being told that I'm full of microplastics, and I'm like, for what reason?
Who told you
So
that?
people can make lots of money.
I still don't really fully understand.
Like it's our generation. We missed out on being filled with lead and asbestos.
So we
Right
get
time for
microplastics.
microplastics.
Perfect. Love that for us.
Are you sick?
Am I sick, Laura? Are you asking me legitimately if I'm sick? If I'm feeling
I
a
was
little
checking in.
under the weather? I
was-
don't feel 100%, but I don't feel like sick.
Sorry for caring.
How are you feeling, Laura? How's
I
your...
finally feel better. Thank you so
Oh.
much for asking.
You're
I am
welcome.
still a little nasally. Don't look at me. I
So-
apologize. I said, hey, I'm sick. I brought it into the compound and I'm sorry. What more do you want?
That's it.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Do you see how dirty my car is from yesterday? We got stuck in mud yesterday. So I'm going to have to go to the car wash again.
Why? That's weird. Why would you get stuck in mud, Laura?
I had a dream that there was more pieces out there.
Oh my God. We had insulation. We insulated my trailer in the fall. We took it all off Friday after the glizzy sucked down. And wait, I don't remember what you called that.
Dog
And-
sucking season.
Oh yeah. Ugh. and then there was a storm. So it was super windy. What is Eddie doing?
He's on my lap.
Eddie, be normal.
He can't.
This is his first episode. He's a little shiftier than usual. So there was a storm and I looked outside in the morning and it almost looked white. It was just this white thing staring back at me. And I thought, is that a ghost? No, it was a piece of insulation. And then Richard pointed out to me that beside it was another piece of insulation. And it was like in a farmer's field. So we had to go over there. It was a whole thing. Long story short, we got stuck in the mud. And now my car is dirty. And there's nowhere to bring it because turns out Blenheim does not have a car wash like I had thought for the last year.
Ridgetown does.
Yeah, Blenheim has a new townhouse development that apparently looks identical to a car wash.
I have driven past this place and it's not on the main road, but you can see it from the main road. And I always think that is so weird that we have a car wash. Like it looks like one of those do-it-yourself car washes. And I always think, oh, I'm going to have to go to that one day. I don't know why they put it so far back. I go to it. Well, actually, I was trying to Google their hours last weekend. And I'm like, why can't I find this car wash? What's this place called? And so I drive over there and it's townhouses. It's
Somebody's
just
home.
Just somebody
it
where
is just
people
the
live.
back where people park. But it's like, you saw I sent you photos. I literally drove back there. I was like, I gotta get a closer look at this Warlock. Like, I don't understand. Like, did you guys not think that looked like a car wash?
I mean, the shape does a little bit, but like it also just looks like a garage too.
I guess. I've been out of the houses too long. I forgot what they look like.
Pull up to someone's garage. Excuse me, is this a car wash?
I'd like
Full
to buy
service?
one of your car washes. They're not for sale.
Sir there, wash my car, please. Ma'am, get out of my driveway.
I had a mud incident.
Sir, I got stuck in the mud. Get out, ma'am.
I've got a pressure washer. If it's just getting mud off the outside, we can just spray it down.
Just go.
I'll just
There's
go
like
to a car wash.
a million
Okay.
car washes in
Sorry,
Chatham.
my bad.
Don't try to help.
How dare I?
So another thing that I want to talk about, I think we need to have a little bit of an intervention. Richard's hugging is getting
Go on.
out of control.
What do you mean?
Oh no, I think we're having technical difficulties. I don't think we're recording anymore. No.
What do you mean by this?
So
This is enticing.
our friend group, big huggers. Big huggers. They hug you when you get there. They hug you when you leave. Like big huggers. And I'm like I'm the kind of person, this is neither here nor there. You want to hug me? Sure, go for it. You don't want to hug me? No problem. Like I'm not out looking for hugs, but sure, I'll hug you if I like you enough. So, oh, right.
Did you just short circuit?
Hugging. So yes, the people that we spend most of our time with, big huggers. Okay. But that doesn't mean that everybody needs a hug. When we were out in Quebec, Richard greeted one of his cousins, his man cousin. He's not close with him. That's probably the second or third time he's ever seen him in his adult life.
Laura, do you know the context of hugging and greetings in Quebec?
No, I don't.
I don't know if it has anything to do with that. I think you're just using that as like an excuse.
I'll hear both sides.
Just for context, in Quebec, if two women greet each other, or if a man and a woman greet each other, they will give each other a little hug and then a kiss on each cheek, like a kiss.
Okay.
In the air. It doesn't necessarily have to make contact. That's just kind of how you say hi. Men will shake hands. So not quite appropriate for me to... I thought he was going for a hug. I thought my cousin...
reached his hand out for a handshake. Richard pulls this man into a hug. And then is like, oops, that was weird and awkward. Ha ha ha, I thought you were trying to hug me. And then I was standing there the whole time with this very weird, awkward exchange.
I think he was shrugging. I don't actually think he was going for a handshake. He was just shrugging like, oh, it'd be good to see you sometime. Are you coming back soon? Shrug. And
Richard took that as, I'm just going to give you a big old hug.
So men don't hug there?
Not traditionally.
Okay.
So that was the first one. That was the first incident. And he was like, oof, that was awkward. And I was like, yeah, that was awkward. Second incident. Last weekend, we go to my friend / coworker's house. Richard has met this person twice, like 4 years ago. But also, I don't even think he remembers because he keeps saying that we had dinner with her and her boyfriend, and we didn't. So I don't think he's thinking of the right person. We go over to her house to get some chicks. She's standing in her driveway. Richard gets out of the car. He has a cardboard box in his hand. She goes like this to reach for the cardboard box. He just pulls her in for a big old hug. I can see these happening out of the corner of my eye, and I like know exactly what's happening. And I'm like, oh my God, Richard, sometimes you're a lot in public. And so sometimes I just ignore it and pretend it didn't happen and move on. So that's kind of what I did. And then after we leave, we get in the car and he's like, I can't believe I did that. And at first I was like, what are you talking about? And he was like, I cannot believe I just hugged her. I'm like, yeah, I can't believe that either. That's crazy.
I have learned about myself that I like hugs.
Okay, that's fine.
It's a nice way to greet someone. You are making a very clear, like, greeting, and not just like give them a little wave from like across the room.
That's fine. That doesn't mean you have to go hug every single person that you meet.
Well, then they should stop either shrugging or reaching for things that I'm holding in my hand. It's not my fault.
It is.
I don't really find this weird. Like, you think it's weird to hug someone you've only met a couple times? Is that what the main takeaway is?
I wasn't.
It's
I wasn't
weird
being
to-
creepy, like forcing myself on anyone.
It's
They
just-
immediately reciprocated.
Because they didn't know what else to do.
Okay, fair.
I only find these incidents strange because they both clearly were going to do something else, and you interpreted it wrong.
I mean, it wasn't that clear if I misinterpreted it.
It was
debatable.
It was clear to me.
I don't find the concept of hugging to be weird.
No, the concept of the hugging is not weird. But if you're meeting somebody for the first or second time and you want to hug them, A, a little weird, but B, like, I feel like you have to be like, hey, can I hug you? Or like, do you want to hug? Because like not everybody likes being touched.
Oh, I don't do that. I think I'm weird then.
You don't hug people though.
I hug people.
Why haven't we hugged?
That's weird. We probably have.
Maybe.
I hug people.
I've never seen you hug anybody. Literally last night when you were crying and thanking me, that was like the first time you ever hugged me. And I was like, oh my God, she's hugging me.
But you give
I'm
off
never gonna let
vibes
go.
of not wanting a hug.
Do I?
A little bit, yeah.
Good.
Like there's some friends who are like more touchy or something. You don't give touchy vibes.
Well, I'm not that touchy.
Yeah. So that's probably why I don't hug
Maybe
you.
you're just a hug hater.
No, because I don't mind a hug from someone that I like and I know. But if this is the first time I'm meeting you or the second time I'm meeting you, don't come and hug me. That's weird. But like, my friend comes over and she's like, oh, give me a hug. I'm like, yes, bring it in.
I'm sorry.
I think I hugged everyone at the party last night.
You did more than just hug everyone at the party.
What did I say, Richard?
Okay, but also wait, one more thing about Richard's hugging. Okay, so I go to work on Monday and I say to my coworker, I'm so sorry, my husband is so awkward. And she goes, oh my God, I lost sleep over this. I thought I was going to have to come to work and apologize to you for hugging your husband. Like, I am so weird. I am so awkward. I was like, oh my God, no. First of all, he's weird and awkward. Second of all, even if you did hug my husband, I don't give a shit. Like, if you were a huggy person and you were like, come here, Richard, let me hug you. I don't fucking care.
I don't understand. Like, I would never hug someone and then feel weird about it. Like, I would never lose sleep.
She was
being like, oh my God, I hugged that person.
She was devastated. And I was like, first of all.
Also, I like how he made it somehow flip where she thought it was her idea.
I know.
She's like, I can't believe I've done this.
She's like, I can't believe I was so weird and awkward and made this man hug me. And I'm like, no, baby, it was him.
He can't be stopped.
He is on a hugging rampage. And we need to talk about the fact that you can't just hug everybody in public.
It sounds a lot worse than it actually was.
Like, it's giving me like Lenny vibes. Like, hey, Lenny, stop crushing the kittens because you love him so much.
Okay, good. I'm glad you didn't say love on the spectrum vibes.
Well,
Oh, it's definitely
that
giving
too.
that.
Like that too.
Richard's hugging.
It's just something like you're just not really great with like social cues.
Okay,
I think we've established why. Okay. Thank you.
the horse has been beaten. Who was it that said we're mean to Richard? Because they're going to have a heyday with this.
My coworker, Angela.
Is that the hugger?
No.
Oh.
She was like, you guys are so mean to Richard and he just takes it. I'm like, okay, we're not that mean. That's crazy.
You're a little mean.
Well,
Am I part of that?
I don't know. Kara,
what?
did your coworker say that both you and Laura were mean to me?
She said, you guys.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
then
saying, what do you think?
I
You better watch what you say.
have no
Listen.
comment.
What did I tell you when we first started dating?
Don't let the cats out of the house.
What else did I tell you?
I'm mean to everyone.
No, that's not what I said. I said, I'm not a nice person.
I'm not a nice person. Yeah.
And you said, no problem. I'll marry you anyways.
Joke's on me.
But also, you're mean to me. What did you say to me when this started? Something about my separation. You're like, the day that you got left or something. Like, you're mean to me.
I'm sorry.
Apology accepted.
I'll consider it.
I
Seal it with a hug. Don't touch me.
do you really have nothing more to say about your separation? Because you hyped this up. Like
I really did.
it was in our calendar for months.
I thought it was going to be like big, fat, juicy.
I don't know. I thought I would be sad. I was a little sad.
You were a little sad.
Yeah. I don't know. What's there to say?
What's done is done.
Yeah. I don't know. It was...
You're over it, I guess.
I wouldn't say that. I think that I'll for sure have issues for a while in relationships. Just like trusting that if things seem good, they're actually good. But also I know what to look for now a little bit. I guess we'll see. I don't know. Like, as awful as it was, it's almost, I don't want to say nice, but it was almost like I got to like reset. And as soon as we separated, I realized, oh, I was very unhappy.
Yeah,
And-
I was gonna say like you seem to not get over it, but you seem to kind of pick up and keep going rather quickly. And it just seems like maybe in your subconscious you were already kind of...
I think in my head, I was so just like, this is my person and I'm stubborn and I'm very good at being in situations that aren't the greatest and I don't even realize it. And I'm just kind of like, this is how it is right now. It'll get better later. And I think that's what it was. It was just like, well, this is my person. We've had a rough year. It'll get better.
Yeah.
I think that I eventually would have said, I'm out, but I think it would have been quite a while longer. But I did feel like I was losing my mind in that relationship.
Yeah.
And it was even, I think it was like the day after it happened, I felt almost like a relief. But also I think I was able to move on so fast because it was just such a shocking thing that it was easy for me to say like, this relationship is never going to be what it was. And so that's it. Like,
Yeah.
even if it, like, I knew like the day after, if he had said, I made a mistake, let's get back together, like I probably would have been like, all right, I guess we'll try. But I knew it was like, it's done.
Yeah.
Like, you can't, like, I don't want to get into it too much and like bash him, but yeah, it's like if you can't communicate to the point where like that you blow up,
Yeah.
I can't trust you enough to be with you. I don't want to deal with this anymore. But yeah, I got to move into a tiny home. I got to live on a farm. Everything feels more peaceful. So
Just peaceful out here.
yeah,
Minus the pig shit.
minus the pig shit.
Also, when I was in the car with Paula earlier, we were driving by the pig barn, and she was like, "Oh, did you just fart?" I was like,
Well,
"Outside."
well,
the
well.
turntables have turned.
How the turntables.
She was like, "Oh," I was like, "Also, that is something that you would do, not me."
Do we have any grievances?
Of course.
Of course.
I have a grievance.
Okay.
You were always chomping at the bit to be first.
Oh,
And you always say, I have a grievance, and then just stare at us.
Maybe it's because we're his grievances.
my grievance are people that blow lawn clippings and blow leaves onto public property. Like, have you ever gone in the city, you're driving around and someone's mowing and all, like, they're just blasting all their
Yeah,
leaves?
isn't it illegal?
I'm fairly sure there's bylaws against that. But it's not just like the fact of legal or illegal, because things that are moral and ethical that aren't necessarily legal. The thing that bothers me is that they're messing stuff up. Like, it's the public good. If you're throwing, your junk in the street and it clogs a catch basin and the street floods, it's not just you, buddy. It's everyone. It's like the people that are so selfish that they look at their own lawn and are like, well, I can't have these leaves exist here. I'll just make this everyone else's problem.
Like, also, like, their leaves. Grow up.
Yeah,
Like, grow the fuck up.
Keep
I'm
the
so
lawn-
tired of people like putting them in paper bags
oh,
and
how
shipping them off to like get over it.
they are these easily degradable natural things.
It's almost like they're supposed to be on the ground.
that as they degrade, provide fertilizer for your lawn. Well, let's bag these up in plastic, get microplastics in the environment, and get rid of them.
Like, grow up. It's a fucking leaf. Grow up.
That's
I
my
don't-
grievance.
I don't mean to jump on your grievance, but
No, that's okay. Go off, Queen.
Whoa.
are you allowed to say that?
I don't know. Is that
It
a
felt right. It did feel right.
It felt nice. You should call me that more often.
yeah, say that instead of doing the hug thing.
You know, sometimes some of my students call me Queen T. I like that.
The way you said that and then looked at me like,
Are you implying that we should call you Queen T?
No, I'm just saying that last summer one of the students started that, and then it kind of kept going, and now I'm Queen T. Okay, my grievance. My grievance is, so sometimes I have these thoughts and I think, oof, that was a boomer thought. And this is one of them. So I go to the same Tim Hortons almost every day. Don't talk to me about it. Yeah, sometimes I go to Tim Hortons every day. I don't really care.
are we not supposed to be doing that?
I don't know. I don't know. I feel like it's not great, but you know what?
Why?
Like, should I be drinking an ice cap every day? No, probably not.
Oh, okay.
I have no idea why my guts are rumbly.
I get them with oat milk most of the time. So the past like few weeks, I've been going and it's like new people. And I'm like, I don't know you. Where is the old grumpy lady that always takes my order and gives me my coffee and like sometimes calls me hun, which makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside, even though I know that she probably hates me. But also she always smiles at Herman. So like she's gruff, but she's nice. I like that.
love a harsh woman.
I come from a long line of harsh women. That's literally my whole harsh women. And I take comfort in that. There's no coddling in my family. There's no niceness. There's none of that. There's no sparing of feelings. That's insane.
And you don't like hugs? Crazy.
So yes, I do like a harsh woman. You're right. It's comforting. But lately, it's been these new people. And I'm like, who the fuck are you giving me my... And then like, they don't know what I want. They don't understand what I'm asking for. Like, sometimes I like an ice cap, but I like the like new flavor that they have, but I don't want all that whipped shit on top. So I just say I want the ice cap with the Oreo flavor. And they say, no problem. And they get me my ice cap with the Oreo flavor. Well, the other day, I saw a small ice cap with the Oreo flavor shot. And the girl goes, the what? And I'm like, the Oreo like flavor shot? She's like, you want the Oreo ice cap? I'm like, no, just a regular ice cap with the Oreo flavor shot to make it taste like the Oreo ice cap, but with not all the shit. Oh, it's just chocolate. Okay, well, do I fucking work there? Do I know that it's just chocolate? Like, no, it's called Oreo ice cap. So I assumed that it's Oreo flavor. How am I supposed to know that it's just chocolate? I don't know the recipe. I don't want the recipe to your mom's peach cobbler. Like, I don't know the recipe. Why are you saying that? I'm like, okay, then give me the fucking chocolate. The OGs would never do that to me. Ever. They would just be like, okay, no problem. And then I get up to the window and I'm like, who are you? First of all. So, yeah. That's my grievance, but it also makes me feel like a big
It is
time,
pretty boomer. It's giving Karen.
big time boomer. Yeah, I'm just like, everything's different and I'm old and confused. So, yeah, that's my grievance for today.
I could not think of a grievance until you mentioned Tim Hortons, and we talked about this yesterday. I pull up to the menu the other day and it says something about Ryan's scrambled eggs and it has his signature, and I'm sitting there going, who the heck is Ryan? Why do I care what he's eating? It's like, this is what Ryan eats here. Who? I don't give a rip. Like, I don't care. I don't know that man. And I see a commercial on TV. Ryan Reynolds, he is going to Tim Hortons and has been whipping up this concoction where he says, put scrambled eggs and like hash browns. I don't even know what else. Throw some Chipotle on it. That's what I like. And he's trying to turn his image around since this whole scandal. And he went to Tim Hortons and said, put me on your menu. I don't know why they're saying Ryan. He is not a first name person. I do not know Ryan. I know Ryan Reynolds, and I still don't care about his scrambled eggs.
Who the fuck is Ryan? And why do I want to eat his fucking breakfast?
Why did he autograph the menu? And it's not like you can see that it says Reynolds. It's just like a scribble.
It's like a doctor's handwriting.
Yeah, like, is aviation gin doing so bad that you need this like Tim Hortons money? I was grieved.
She brought that up yesterday. She was like, I was like, who the fuck is Ryan? Like, why do they keep asking me if I want Ryan's eggs?
Ugh.
Fucking Ryan. Yeah, like we're not on a first name basis with Ryan Reynolds.
No.
Like you need to tell us his first and last name because we're like, who the fuck are you talking
He's
about?
a firsty lasty.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, don't just say Ryan.
And like, I don't know, like there's a lot of Canadian Ryans too. Like, is it Ryan Gosling? How do we know?
I could eat his eggs.
I'd eat his eggs before Ryan Reynolds.
Oh,
There's something
boy.
about Ryan Reynolds that rubs me the wrong way.
He's like a little weenie.
He is a little weenie, and I know people are like, "Oh, he's Canada's superstar."
Stop talking about being Canadian. Scram.
Like, there's better Canadians out there, way better Canadians out there. Like, I don't think that we need to settle on him just because he's Canadian and he's like mildly good looking. Like, he's giving off big like weenie energy.
he's good looking in a way that is so annoying.
Yeah, yeah. like Ryan Gosling blows him out of the water. Blows him out of the water. I'd even take Justin Bieber over Ryan Reynolds as a Canadian.
Is Justin Bieber well? I don't think he's well.
I don't
these
think
days.
he's well. I don't think he's been well
That
for a
makes me
long time.
sad.
But you know what? That's what happens when you get into the business when you're a young child. It really fucks with you.
Children and entertainment.
It fucks with you.
Yeah.
So like, I feel like not a lot of them are normal, and I don't blame them. But I would still take Justin Bieber over Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, for sure.
Can we have a update?
How many minutes are we into this podcast? We've been here for days.
We're over an hour.
Okay, like wrap it up. What's the update?
Well, I was just going to ask about your strawberry plant. How's it doing? Laura's garden update. Is it still
now
alive?
I got to make a whole new song.
Laura's got an update. Oh yeah, the tulips sway in the morning light. The dewdrops dance. What a lovely sight.
It's still doing good. I got a second flower and possibly a third on the way. My
Nice.
basil is not doing great.
Like the basil that you've had forever.
No, that died.
Oh,
I had to start fresh.
New basil.
Yep.
Okay.
That was Laura's garden update. Oh yeah, the tulips sway.
Well, today's bed friends were Herman, Filch, and introducing for the very first time our newest, latest, greatest bed friend, Eddie.
Ed, you did pretty good today, Ed.
Eddie did really good. I thought it would be really bad because he doesn't like anyone getting in his space. And on this bed, there's a lot of moving and grooving. There's a lot of cats just flying around. But
Well, not today. Not a lot of cats.
Yeah, and everybody's already asleep.
yeah,
Everyone got along great. No borking. No
kerfuffles.
Herman's
no conflicts.
giving him the side eye, but other than that,
Herm's an instigator.
he's a little bit of an instigator. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. He gets neutered on Tuesday, so maybe he'll be less of an instigator without his testicles. Okay. Bye.
And on that note,
And on that note,
we can't really come back from testicles.
And on that note, find us on TikTok and Instagram at BedFriendsPod. Follow, like, comment, subscribe, do all the things
pub.
on Pubhub.
Pub.
On Pubhub. Bye.
Bye.